Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Josh, and welcome to another edition of the Butler Sports Report. This week on the show, we're going to recap some fall sports for you and then also look ahead the next couple of weeks as we approach fall break. And then also the third member of our team, Chelsea Groves, had a chance to catch up with one of the Butler men's soccer team managers, and so we'll get a chance to hear from him as well. Should be fun.
Absolutely. The men's cross-country team did not compete this week, and they're preparing for the NCAA pre-nationals on Saturday, October 15th. The women's cross-country team also didn't compete, but they will be in action tomorrow at the Greater Louisville Classic, and will also be competing in the NCAA pre-nationals on the 15th. The volleyball team lost their conference opener to Seton Hall, but then defeated St. John's, and they have home games against Providence tonight and Creighton tomorrow, so come support them.
Neither golf team was in action this week. However, both teams are in action October 3rd and 4th at the Butler Fall Invitational at Highland Country Club, very close to campus. So if you have a chance, definitely go out and support the Butler men's and women's golf teams. The women did not compete this week. However, the men did. The men were in action at the Purdue Fall Invitational. The team was highlighted by a couple things. Sam Sullivan won the F singles bracket, and Aviv Ben Shabbat beat Purdue's Benjamin Ugart, who is ranked top 100 in the country. So definitely an impressive win for our Butler tennis players, and continue to support them as they wrap up their fall season and head into the meat of their season in the spring.
The football team lost their conference opener at Campbell on Saturday, and they have a home game against San Diego tomorrow.
The women's soccer team has played a couple times this past week, starting with Villanova last Saturday with a 2-0 shutout, their fifth shutout in a row. Good offense, good defense. It's pretty good formula for winning. The team also played Big East opponent St. John's on Thursday and drew that game 0-0. So starting off in the Big East with a 1-0-1 record, and still it's been a while since the women's team has lost. So they've still got the ball rolling for sure.
Oh, absolutely, no question about that. The men's team defeated Providence 2-0 on Saturday and had heartbreaking loss against Indiana on Wednesday. The Bulldogs were up 2-0, looked like they had things under control, and gave up 2 late goals and then ended up losing in overtime. But it was still very exciting to be part of a top 10 matchup.
Yes, for sure. 7 versus 6 is definitely, even if it didn't get a ton of national recognition, it was definitely fun to be a part of. Tough loss towards the end, but there are definitely some things to take away from that loss, and hopefully they'll be able to use the things that they learned as they roll into Big East play.
Yep, and a quick turnaround for them is they have a home game against Georgetown tomorrow. Speaking of the men's soccer team, the third member of the Butler Sports Report, Chelsea, had a chance to catch up with one of the team managers.
With us today, we have Deontay Hamblin. He is the manager of the men's soccer team here at Butler. Deontay, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Just a quick recap on the season. The team is currently 7-1-1 on the year and 2-0 in Big East play, and you play a very significant role on this year's team. What is your to-do list and your agenda during practice?
Well, practices are pretty sporadic, actually. There's a lot of things that I have to do. We have a new shipment of Nike balls, Nike soccer balls. So I'm in charge of making sure each of those 27 balls are there before practice and after practice. I got to make sure that all the goals are set up for our drills, all the cones are set up for drills as well, and all the pancakes. So there's just a lot of stuff to do, but I'm happy to do it.
What are your thoughts on the season so far?
Well, this season we started off with a 0-0 draw against Louisville, which was pretty tough, but we really got the ball rolling after that. We've won every game up to IU, and unfortunately that was a tough loss, but we're going to take a lot away from that, and hopefully we're going to really give it all we got to Georgetown and come out with a win.
Yeah, so the experience being the manager and traveling with the team, what do you want to get out of this experience?
Well, I'm an international business major, and soccer is a big passion of mine. So hopefully what I plan to do is go overseas, maybe intern with a soccer team over in maybe England, France, Germany, Spain, who knows. But being part of a Division I soccer team, I was about to say football team, being part of a Division I soccer team is a real good step to get my foot in the door.
Yes, well, Deontay, thank you so much for being here today, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Remember to go and support our student athletes here on campus. They work really, really hard at their sport, so they definitely want to see us out at their games when they're here on campus. Definitely encouraging to see.
Yep, absolutely. And next weekend is homecoming here on campus, so come support the football team in their homecoming game and just hang out and have fun.
Yep. Also, one more thing. The Butler Collegian will not be publishing the next 2 weeks, so that means we have a couple weeks off. But in a couple weeks, we will be back, so we'll see you then. Go Dogs.